Hi there, this is Alex Evia from Diodori, and I'm very excited to share with you today your new app design and layout for The Vow. So what you're going to do, if you already have the app on your iPhone or iPad, just go to your App Store on your device, open that up, and go to your updates. You're going to see that at the bottom toolbar here. And you'll see a list of all of your apps that have available updates, and you're just going to find The Vow amongst this list and click Update right next to it, and that will automatically update so you can see all the same features that I'm going to show you today. Right now it is only available for iPhone and iPad. We will soon have it also for Android devices, and we will update you once that's available. Alright, so now I want to go into the new app and show you how this is going to work. So our main goal here was to give your customer things to look at from the minute that they open the app. So things load a lot faster. There's no more loading screens. Even when things are loading, there's still things for them to interact with and play with while they're waiting, but things are a lot faster. So one thing I want to show you here, when they click the 3D view and they want to view this ring in 3D, now you can see they can still look at the thumbnail pictures and they can flip through these. And they can still read things and see other things while they're waiting for that to load. But you can see how fast this loads now. And all you have to do is tap on that image to make it larger, and they can move their finger here, and it's interactive still. They can move the ring back and forth, just like they could on the old app feature. So let's go back here. I want to point out that we've added all of our menu items to the bottom screen of the screen here. They will always appear here, so you don't have to worry about figuring out where the menu items are. They're always at the bottom of your screen here. And so our second goal here was to make the app really feel like it's your app. We want you to really take ownership of this. And so after I activate the GPS of my device, it's going to show the closest store to me on the top of every screen inside of the app. So there's a couple different ways you can activate the GPS, one of which is by, if you go to our main menu item here, and go to the About Us screen. So if you click About Us, it's going to ask to use my current location. And I want to say OK. And you'll see it uses automatic GPS. It's not like typing in a zip code or anything like that. It's completely automatic based on where I am at when I'm doing this. And you can see it pulls me to the closest store here in Orlando. And so we have a lot more customization features now with the app as well. So we can now put your logo at this top little corner here, a 100 by 100 pixel square image of your logo. And we can also do a custom bio about your store here with a limit of a certain amount of characters, which will give you that information. So please make sure to gather that information and send it to us so that we can customize your app for you. This is also a great time to check all of the rest of your contact information and make sure that it is appearing the way you would like it to, and make sure that it's functioning properly as well. So let's go back here, and now I want to show you. It's going to show Victoria Jewelers on the top of every screen inside of the app. So this is really what we're trying to do. It is your app. We want you to take ownership of it, and we want your customers to be aware of this fact that it is your app. And so more and more just trying to brand your name for you, make your name as apparent as it possibly can be. So let's go to some other features here. So let's go back to the main menu. And we already had our categories feature, but it looks a little bit different now. Same categories, just change the format a little bit. So they can click any of these to see a certain styling of ring. Let's go back to the main menu again. We have our wish list feature, which we had before. But now they can actually share their wish list as well. And I don't have any rings added to my wish list yet, but once they have a few, they can click the share button right here, and it's going to draft an email for them to send to their friends or family. They just type in their friends' names and emails here, and it's going to write this whole email for them and put a list of the rings that they have looked at and saved. So really easy for them to share and get advice on their future engagement ring. Alright, so another feature I want to point out is the Let's Meet feature. So this, a second goal that we had was to bring customers from their phones into your store. We already have over 1 million people on the app, and we want them to come into your store. We want them to be your customers. So that's what our goal was here. And so this really locks the customer into a certain time and day to come in and look at engagement rings at your store. And we say to meet with one of your design specialists. So really that's something that customers love to hear. If somebody does make an appointment during a time or day that you're not open, just send them a little email or phone call or even a text message letting them know that you are not open those hours, and let them know a better time to come in. So don't worry about that. And now you can see we do capture phone number, and we have seen that sending text messages is actually the highest way to get a response today. So keep that in mind as well, that some of your customers may prefer to be text messaged to be reached. And there's lots of different ways that we encourage to follow up with this as well, not only by text but email, phone call, and try to get some information about them beforehand. See what kind of styling they're looking at, have some pieces already pulled and ready for them when they come in, and really give them the red carpet treatment, and that's what's going to guarantee that you're going to make a sale. So be prepared for these appointments and ask the right questions beforehand. Also just want to mention, don't limit it to Diodori rings. Have everything available to them. Keep in mind other things that you may have in your store too. All right, so let's go back here, and I want to show you our Get Reward feature, which we already had our rewards feature on the previous app edition, but it's changed a little bit. Beforehand, they had to share and view rings to get points to earn their free gift. Now all we require is for them to pick a gift, make an appointment to come in, and then to come check in at your store. So this is also going to help bring people from their phone into your store, and also helps really nail it down that they have to come in to pick up their gift. So what they're going to do is they're going to select their gift, and it requires that they register and give us their information first. After they've done that, they can choose one of their free gifts. Then they're going to come make an appointment to come in. Same thing as the Let's Meet feature. They pick a time and day that you're not open, just ask them to reschedule for a different time and day and let them know that. Same information you're going to get this way. And this also helps get us enough time to send the gift to you. So we do ship the gift directly to you at no charge at all. They have to come in to pick it up. So this really helps us make sure that you're prepared with the gift in hand when they want to come in. Now the last thing is, once they come in, they're just going to open the app and click this check-in button. Please make sure that they do this before you give them the gift, so that we can also take it off of our end and make sure that we show that the gift has been picked up. So we want to keep track of that. And this is also just going to help so you can keep track of the activity of the app in your area as well, so we can measure these results. All right, and then the last thing I want to just point out on the main menu is you can search this way by typing in a certain style number, and it can go right to a certain style that you want to see. So that's going to help you navigate around the app as well, so keep that in mind. All right, so now I want to move on to our next. This is our share menu item, and you're going to see some new things here. So we already had Facebook, but we've added Twitter. We've also added Pinterest, and we're one of the first apps with a Pinterest button right inside of the app. So they can pin any of these rings right to their Pinterest account from inside the app. So this is really cool. Also, they can Instagram, another really popular app today. They can Instagram any of these pictures straight from within the app. We are one of the first apps with that feature as well. And they can text and email like they could before. So any way that they feel like they want to share this ring, they have all the features and options that they could possibly need here. All right, so back to the 3D button, I just want to point out again, this is where you're going to see the different metal options again. So if they click yellow gold, it's going to open this ring in 3D and yellow gold for them. Also you have ring description right here, I want to point that out. So now you can see that ring in yellow gold, and you can easily go back to the white gold version just by clicking that. So there you go, so here's the white gold version. All right, next button over, we've got our Try It On features. And we've got two options now. They've got the virtual hand, the model hand, or they can try it on their own hand, which if you haven't seen this feature yet, really cool. This is where they can take a picture of their own hand, and sorry that it's not oriented properly because you would turn your device at this point, which it won't do on my computer, unfortunately. But they'll take a picture of their hand and actually be able to move the ring around, size it up and down. The buttons have changed a little bit, but it works the same way as it did on the old app version. And then once they have it the way they like it, they can save it. And they can share it through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, email, and text. So make sure to check this feature out for yourself and play around. And the last button here is where they can add it to their wish list. If they like this ring, they click this button, and it is added to their wish list. If they want to take it off, just click that again, and it's going to remove it from their wish list. So really simple. And then we've also got the More Info button here so they can see a nice bigger description of this ring here. And then they can also request a quote from this screen, or they can request it from the main menu screen. So first it's going to ask for some information, and then it's going to automatically send you a price request from this customer. So now the emails are going to be coming from the app, and it's going to give you all this information to respond back to them. So it will no longer be coming directly from the customer or from their email. It will come from the app with all the information that you need, the pricing information at 18, 14, and Platinum, a picture of the ring, and contact information if you need to get this ring on memo before the customer comes in. So all that's going to be given to you right off the bat, so no more looking at prices anymore either. All right, and then I just want to point out also the price quote also appears on this screen too, so same thing where they can get to the price quote here. And so we do say register, receive 10% off your next in-store purchase. You can change this to whatever you'd like it to be. Offer something, and we also say, we'll send it via text message because that seems to be the way that customers prefer to be contacted. If you can, accommodate that, we highly recommend that. If not, give them a phone call or email as well. So keep that in mind, and to reward your customers for using your app is a very important part of reinforcing the activity of the app in your area. All right, so that is your basically your new features here. I highly encourage you to play around, get familiar for yourself, let your customers know about all these fun new updates, and let us know if you have any questions. Have fun.